Hi, I'm Tom with a list of interesting things, and I made a poll! That's right, today in Interesting Political Things, we have a poll commissioned by the list of interesting things in concert with a political consulting company to poll the California gubernatorial recall election coming up next month. We're going to go over the results. We're also going to discuss some of the problems with the methodology in this poll and with polling in general. I hope you subscribe to stay up to date on all the most interesting things, and let's dive in. We're going to start by taking a look at some of the other polls conducted in the race this year. As I'm sure many of the people know, Gavin Newsom is up for a recall election on September the 14th. There is a wide field of candidates looking to be his replacement, but there is only one question at the top of the ballot. It is, would you like to recall Gavin Newsom or not recall Gavin Newsom? And the polls, as aggregated by 538, look a bit like this. From YouGov, keep +3. From Survey USA, remove +9. Keep +3. Keep +6. Keep +2. Keep +5. And keep +12. We'll come back to the specific candidates in a minute, but I want to compare these results to the results that I got. You guys ready? Let's take a look at mine. First question I asked is, will you vote in the Gavin Newsom recall election on September the 14th? I find this extremely exciting. A 94.8% yes, I will vote. By the way, we have 177 responses. And then, in this poll, this definitive poll, we have Gavin Newsom recalled 87.6% to 12.4%. That's right. According to this poll, Gavin Newsom will be recalled by a margin of 60 points. Oh my God. I think this is as good a time as any to talk about polling problems, because this poll is trash. It's hot garbage. It's a terrible representation of what's going to happen in the upcoming recall election. It is a terrible poll in general, but holy cow, is it an exciting and data-rich exemplification of both this race and polling in general. Here we go. Let's go through the rest of the questions, and then we'll talk about why this is such a pile of garbage. If yes, who do you believe should replace Gavin Newsom as governor? We have a wide array of candidates. I picked the top responses as I could find when I was designing the poll, and I added an add your own suggestion box, and Larry Elder won with 76% of the vote. That's nuts. Comparing that to the 538 aggregate, we see that Elder is only averaging 19% of the vote. That's insane. It's insane that this happened. We also asked, are you a resident of the state of California? Are you registered to vote? And how old are you? This is the most interesting bit to me. So why does this look so bad? Well, there's a bunch of reasons. There's a bunch of reasons why this does not line up with this. It's not even like a little out there. This is insanely far away from what's actually going to happen. The first reason is I used Facebook. This is a Facebook principal poll. I used Facebook because it's cheap and because it's easy. I sent this poll out narrowing my search parameters, my polling parameters, only by are you a resident of the state of California. So this is only going out to people in California and people over the age of 18. Literally nothing else. And that's fine. The issue is that that Facebook is, let's call it an imperfect representation of the U.S. population. The average age of a Facebook user, as we can see by this bit right here, is much higher than it would have been a few years ago, and certainly much higher than the average population distribution of the state of California. Furthermore, I literally didn't weight this at all. I literally did, like, these results, the results that you're getting, are not weighted in the slightest. It should be the case that I should increase the number of parameters I have, and I will certainly do this in the future. I just, didn't feel like doing a whole lot of math this week. I should weight these numbers so that the 56 to 70 population, the results that they gave are more accurately weighted, so that their results make up a smaller percentage of this big wedge. I think we should also note the survey size. With 170-something responses, we get an estimated margin of error of around 6%. That's not too bad, but most of the results come from these specific subgroups. The people 18 to 40 make up, gosh, what is this? 5 plus 1, 6.8% of the vote. 6.8% of the poll results. So even if I take this as true, the only representation we have from ages 18 to 25 is 2 individuals. 2 individuals. The only people that we got who are going to vote, we only got 2 responses in favor of Kevin Paffrath, which is distinctly different than the aggregate average, which has him at 9.1%. We would like to have a lot more responses from each subgroup, from each of these age subgroups. It would also be great to have racial subgroups and gender subgroups and economic background subgroups. That's why on a lot of polls there's a whole lot of like little narrow questions. That is because in any poll, whether you are polling outside of a mall or polling at a school, you are always going to get a subset of the population that is not representative of the population as a whole. If I conduct a poll that is only in Northern California, if I conduct it only at malls in Northern California, that I am missing out on the subsets of the population that exist in Southern California. As such, I would like to know how many of those how many individuals, how many representatives of those subgroups, of these subgroups I got. And I would like to expand the ones that are represented unfairly smallly, in an unfairly diminished fashion. There we go. And I would like to decrease those that were unfairly overrepresented. If I did that, and I'm not going to, because I don't feel like doing math today, but if I did that, I think that we should get something that's a little bit closer to what's actually going to happen. Now, I'm curious as to what the individuals who are watching this think. Do you guys want to see more polls? Do you want to see this poll expanded on a little bit? I'm really curious because I had a lot of fun, and holy cow, look at this spreadsheet. You know I love spreadsheets. I would adore the opportunity to do a little bit more, but that depends on if people are interested in seeing it. If so, please let me know. Please tell me if this is something that you guys are interested in. And in any case, please be like the Gavin Newsom recall poll. Consistently inaccurate, but always improving yourself. And above all, interesting. I'll see you next time.